Our big focus here, my role is government relations. Our big focus is on federal incentives and getting them passed, extended. We currently have some excellent incentives for the use of natural gas vehicles, tax credits for infrastructure, for vehicles, and for the fuel. And the big push now, from this point on toward the end of the year, will be to get Congress to pass those incentives. So we'll be working really hard on that, and there'll be a number of different opportunities to get that legislation passed. We have significant support in the Senate from Senator Leader Reid from Nevada. We have a lot of support in the House for our legislation. So as Congress takes up the issues of energy legislation or climate change or tax legislation, those will provide us an opportunity to get those incentives passed and enacted. The primary reason is the economics for fleets. We're primarily going after fleets for natural gas vehicles as a way to commercialize the technology. And even though natural gas sells at a pretty significant discount to petroleum, gasoline, and diesel, the payback that fleets want to see is a very small window, 2 to 3 years. So the incentives really help make that compelling case, if you will, for natural gas. If we're looking at something along the lines of a 5 to 10 year payback period without the incentive, I think a lot of fleets will take a pass on trying a new technology. If we can get the incentives and the price differential with natural gas, that makes it so economically attractive that I think you'll see a lot of fleets going to natural gas. And from an energy standpoint, energy security standpoint, greenhouse gas benefits, pollution reductions, it's a good investment for the country. So I think it makes a lot of sense, and there's a lot of political support for offering these types of incentives for natural gas. I think if you ask about a company, certainly the announcement by AT&T, big push for thousands of natural gas vehicles in their fleet, that's got people really excited in our industry. That's got other people paying attention and watching. It's a great opportunity for our industry to showcase our technology and prove that it's ready for the market. So that's got people really excited. So that's a specific company I would mention. As an industry, I think the refuse hauler industry is one that people point to is seeing a significant amount of growth for natural gas, and that's another great opportunity for us to showcase our technology, because these trucks are out in the community every day running around. Certainly where I'm from, Washington D.C, the transit market has been a great market for natural gas vehicles. All of the political and policymakers in Washington are well aware of the natural gas buses that are going up and down the roads and serving in the city and in the outlying communities. And it's been a great communication piece for our industry, for natural gas. I think we're going to see some exciting things happen here in the next year or so because of the Clean Cities money, the funding that was provided as part of the stimulus package. The intent there is to stimulate the economy and get some money into the system real quick and help businesses. Certainly the $300 million that was intended for alternative fuels is really going to help our industry. What we've heard this week is 19 of the 25 projects that were awarded funding are going to be natural gas. Several of those projects are more than a handful are natural gas only projects. And so we're going to see refuse trucks funded with that money. We're going to see corridor projects funded with that money. We're going to see some biogas projects funded with that money. So a lot of great things happening in the next year or so as that funding starts to roll out into the country and support natural gas projects.